I've known you for years now.
Super jealous of Mr. Beast.
Oh, yeah.
That one just a new idol of just the whole YouTube world and entertainment world and videos like that. That's the man.
The game, one of my buddies who was in the stands, I seen him afterwards, and he's like, oh man, what happened to your guys? Like, I seen the jerseys hanging up, and I was like, oh man, I was like, no, no, they're
not
good.
like that, not
I'm
like
like, they're good. They're at a wedding.
Yeah, we're at the Sound Stadium.
I love that
didn't
place.
Think about it. Like
Yeah,
that.
dude,
That's
crazy.
hilarious.
All right, guys, welcome back to the after party. Our new guest is here. We have no one else but Tanner Tinder Thomas. Welcome to the show, man.
Jeez, thanks, my man. We're at
Dude,
the after party, baby.
We're at the after party, man. I thought no one better to have the after party than Tanner Thomas. So,
my man.
how you been?
I've been great, dude.
Good.
Appreciate you having me on. This is like super exciting.
Oh.
I mean,
Dude, I'm glad to have you. I was stoked. I was like, you know what? I was like, Tanner would be so perfect to have. And like, I mean, I've known you for years now. So it's been a wild ride with you doing this. And I was like, man, we could have some fun on here. So
for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, dude, we were talking a little bit before this, but like people have talked about doing a podcast, but
Right.
like you're actually making action, and I appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so cool.
you know, it's like I feel like there's so many fun stories, so many unique people in the organization and just that we meet. And I'm just like, man, it'd be cool to get their stories, out in the public and just kind of spread our word and what's going on.
No,
So
for sure, dude. I mean, since my first year was 2022,
Mhm.
and you were here in 2021.
yeah,
I mean, think about literally all the celebrity guests, the fans that like are also doing something really cool.
Yeah.
The players that have been in and out of here. Like there really
It's-
has been a ton of people that have been just so cool.
it's crazy. I was actually just talking to Heather and I was like, we were talking about like people we've come across and like, I was like, oh man, I was like, like I could, ask Jackie for this. And I was like, wait, let me just step back. I said, I can ask him and I could literally ask him tomorrow. Cause like we see him at the field and I'm like, it's crazy how far it's come. And I'm like, you've seen it too. I mean, it's just been, step after step and like all these people we're able to see. And I guess who would be your favorite person? I guess not favorite, but like one of the most like exciting that we've met.
Shoot, I mean, there's been literally so many really cool people, and I'm not gonna lie, the Bananas have met some really freaking cool people too that we
yeah.
weren't there for. That I
Absolutely.
was super jealous. So I'm gonna give you someone that we did meet
Okay.
that I really loved, and then I'm gonna express my jealousy
Okay.
on who the Bananas got. But Johnny Damon, I thought was super cool. That was earlier
Oh yeah.
in the tours. That was 2022 in Daytona where I met him. That just felt like someone who has been there. He's on the wild side, like someone I grew up watching. Because
Right.
I honestly don't really watch baseball too much anymore. I still have my favorites, and everyone knows the stars like Judge, Harper, like
Right.
Trout, like
The
all those
normal
people.
ones.
Exactly. But growing up wise, like Johnny Damon, I thought that was such a cool one
Oh, yeah.
to meet in person, and like he's a party animal.
Oh,
for
he's
sure.
oh man, I think he would be so much fun to have like on the team for a day. But I mean, it's funny because like I said, I watched him like growing up, and I remember his hair being crazy and the
Wild.
beard and everything,
Yep.
and like you see him now, he's clean cut, and like
Yep.
and I'm just like, man, like I grew up idolizing those guys and watching them, and it was just and that was like another thing. Aaron Boone wasn't one of the people that came out, but when we were playing at George Steinbrenner,
Mhm.
I ran into him in the parking lot getting my DoorDash. Like he was
Oh,
leaving.
wow.
And I've always tried to keep my cool and never have like a fan moment.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get a sentence out.
Yeah.
I was like, he was like, oh, good luck at the game. Like, looking forward to watching you guys. And I was like, yes, Mr. Boone.
Yep.
And like, I don't know what came out, but Mr. Boone definitely came out and he just smiled. And I was like, but I've never froze up like that. But it's like, then we seen John Cena that same day.
That was gonna be
And
another one.
And I was like, I did not expect that at all.
Not even close. That was a wild one.
Yeah.
Where it was just like that doesn't even feel. I got a picture with him, shook his hand, whatever, but like that didn't feel real. He
No.
didn't seem real to
No.
me.
And when he but he was done talking to all of us, and then he came back and did this, and everyone lost it.
They lost
was
it.
Unbelievable.
That's what we're
moment.
waiting on,
Oh,
man.
That was it. Literally, we were like,
But I was super jealous of Mr. Beast.
Oh, yeah.
That one just a new idol of just the whole YouTube world and entertainment world and videos like that. That's the man.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that they got to meet him. Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous.
and what he does is like amazing. Like you watch the Beast games at all?
Yes.
Like, and it's just like I feel like he can literally do anything. He can
Anything.
MC any situation. He knows the right words for every situation.
Yes.
He's just like he's a genius. But I mean, those I want to go on there so bad. Like that game, that looks like such a cool opportunity to go on there.
Dude, I've signed up for a couple
Have you?
of the like you'll go on a story and every once in a while
Right.
it'll say application we'll need you from this time frame and we this age and it's like shoot if I sign up I'm gonna have to miss some time.
Yeah.
So I back out every time. Like I'll halfway through and I'm like I can't do it. I
Right.
want to play ball.
Well, dude, I mean, I imagine that happens a bunch because like there is like, I mean, this is consuming 10 months of our life, you know? So I imagine there's a lot of things that you're like, oh, I'd love to do that. But like, oh man, I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
and
it.
especially towards the end of the season,
Mhm.
like that's time where it's like, all right, this is what we literally worked 9 months for.
Right.
And month number 10, this is playoffs, this is championship, it's go time.
Last thing you want to miss is the playoffs. Yeah, no,
Literally.
I get it. No, believe me, I get it. And so you were, it's funny because I just had Billy on here and he was in Australia. You just got back from Australia, correct?
Yes, and I'm
Okay.
still feeling the jet lag. I cannot figure out my sleep, dude.
That's a long flight.
Dude, I never have issues sleeping,
Right.
but like my sleep schedule is still messed up,
It's just
and
gone.
it's been like a week. But yeah, it's super long.
Yeah.
Well, I went from Jacksonville to Atlanta, about 45 minutes. Atlanta to LA, about 4.5 hours.
Okay.
And then LA to Sydney, which was about 15 hours and
my-
some change.
Oh,
That one.
yeah. I've never been on a flight, I think, longer than 5 hours. So I could not imagine.
Dude, I mean, it was a little bit bigger than your
Right.
typical like economy flight, you know,
Right.
like just a little
Just
bit.
yeah.
And they feed you, which is cool.
Oh,
They
that's
give
a
you
plus.
breakfast and like a dinner, kind of depends on when you're flying.
Right.
And it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Like, but I mean, I was starting to freak out halfway. On the way there, it was nighttime.
Mhm.
That one was hard because I had no idea what time it was. Because
Right.
you don't have Wi-Fi 4 hours in either.
Oh, okay.
You only have from LA to Sydney. You have Wi-Fi for like 4 hours
Okay.
until you're out in the middle of nowhere,
And there's
ocean,
nothing.
and then your Wi-Fi's gone. So it's like I started a timer to
Yeah.
kind of get a gauge of roughly like how long I slept. Because if
Right.
I went to sleep, didn't know what time it was, woke back up, I would have no idea.
Clueless.
But yeah, that's the hardest part is that 15-hour flight.
And I mean, the only thing is I just get antsy on the flights.
Yeah.
Like I can't sit still and I'm just like, I'm losing my mind.
Yep.
And then I start sweating and I'm a little baby. So like sometimes I'll take Dramamine and I'm just like sweating on there. If there's little bumps, I'm just like, okay, let's get through this. Let's get through this.
Dude, I used to freak out with turbulence and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I mean, this could be completely wrong, but I was watching Kill Tony, which is the #1 live podcast in
Yeah.
the world. Awesome show. I love that show. But he was saying, he had a guest on there and he was saying how scared he was of turbulence and everything. And Kill Tony was like, dude, that means nothing. Like, it's actually a good thing. Like,
Right.
it means there's air underneath the wings. Like, you're safe when that happens.
Means you're good.
And ever since then, I was like, I believe that.
Yeah.
And I've been kind of chilled ever since about
I
it.
always wondered what it was, and someone finally explained it. I was like, oh, okay, so it's like means that you're at least you're going to the right place.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So-
Exactly. That means you're moving.
But
Yeah.
I mean, growing up, I feel like I grew up in the generation of like the scariest like plane movies and like
Yeah.
Final Destinations, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so every time I'm like, oh no, here it is. It's
Yeah.
my time. It's come. But
Yeah. Dude, well, so my dad it was me on the way there. It was me, some random dude, and then my dad. And I peek over at my dad's screen. He was watching Top Gun, dude.
What-
That
oh,
would have
yeah.
made me sick.
oh yeah,
On
all
a
the-
plane,
all-
watching just the fighter jets go after it like that. It
Pops
blew
ain't
my mind.
phased. He ain't
is
phased.
not phased
I
at
love
all.
it. I love it. That cracks me up.
Dude, but it was so worth it though. It's a long flight and it's a grind, but if you ever do get that chance, like
Yeah.
Australia was so cool and I'm obsessed with it.
I mean, everyone, it sounds better and better literally every time I talk to someone. And like Billy was saying that like all the food like doesn't really have like a lot of additives to it. And like
Correct.
everything is like super clean and everything's healthy. And I'm like, it makes sense because I feel like everyone's like super tan and gorgeous in Australia. So like, it kind of makes sense why everyone's like that.
Dude, they're all health nuts out
Yep.
there and they have laws. Like Australia has laws about like the ingredients and what they can put in drinks and what they can put in food.
Really?
And here's a little short, like little science
Right.
fair, whatever.
Science class time.
My dad, he's getting older. He's
Right.
like 60 or mid 60s, and he's been having knee problems and like joint problems and everything like that. Okay, so we go over there. Obviously, he's hurting from the plane, but
Right.
he start eating their food and drinks. Obviously, he's starting to feel better.
yeah.
The inflammation's going down.
That's it,
like,
dude.
and it has to be from the food and the drinks that we have over here.
It is. You don't really realize like I feel like the amount that like really causes like bloating and inflammation. And like I noticed it too. Like when I did bodybuilding, I ate so clean for so long. And like you just like, and then once you start eating the normal food again and you're like, oh man, I'm getting chunky. But like you're really not. It's just a lot of bloat. It's a lot
Yeah.
of salt, you know? And like when you start eating clean again, you're like, oh man, like this makes sense. Like
Yeah.
you feel better. I know like the gut health is like huge for me when I'm eating
Yeah.
very good. And I sometimes it seems like I have to go to Australia. to
Yeah.
get the
No,
right-
dude, for real. It really was so much like it was just pure people. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, just the lifestyle of it all. Everyone was being active, playing
Yeah.
some type of sport, going on a walk, going on a bike, whatever. They're eating better just
Love that.
naturally. The only scary part is that like apparently every 2 out of 3 people get sun cancer there because they have a hole in their ozone layer.
Oh,
So when we first got there, day one, it was like it felt like 60 degrees. I wore a
Right.
crew neck.
right.
And I got burnt at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, it was cold, but I still got toasted. The
Well,
UV was up there.
They always say like sun through the clouds,
Mhm.
you'll get roasted more.
Yep.
So that's definitely, but that's crazy. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it does get super steamy down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, but at the same time, it was just so perfect.
Worth
Just wear
the
your
sunburn.
sunscreen.
Yeah, just wear sunscreen.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to be better at that, honestly, especially out here.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I think we all do. Dude.
Yeah.
We don't think about it.
No,
We're here
we
at the.
really
We're
don't.
outside every day.
I
Pretty
know.
much.
It's just thank goodness we have a job where we could do that though.
Seriously.
And not be moving stuff and
Us-
yeah,
Oh,
you
dude,
know,
yeah, for sure. And it's way better being inside all the time.
absolutely,
I'd
absolutely.
freak out.
So did you go as like a family vacation? Did you go for anything specific?
So the Drop Bears, the higher ups of the Drop
Okay.
Bears, the coaches and the owners of it all, who kind of started it up, they invited us out there. So Dalton, Biko, Rack,
Mhm.
and all their plus ones, which was girlfriends and wives.
Right.
They got invited last year to go, and they
Okay.
did. They had a great time.
Right.
I guess they made a good enough impression.
Yeah.
So when we came back, they got invited again, but they
Okay.
also added me and Bill. And Rack did not go this year because baby time.
Yeah, he's
So,
busy.
Yeah, so that it was because of them, and they have a tournament called the Summer Sizzler, which it's a 17 and under, like 17
Okay.
under, 15 under, like all the way down to
Right.
probably like 7 under
Okay.
baseball tournament.
Yeah.
And they're just out there having a good time and vibing
That's
out.
awesome.
And they know us,
Right.
so they were like, "Hey, let's
Yeah.
come on out, come to Australia, and
That's so
say what's up
cool.
to these kids." And
I love that.
dude, it was so much fun. Dude.
Yeah.
And dude, so baseball supposedly is like ranked 20th on
Yeah.
their most important sports.
That's
or
what
something
Billy
like
was
that.
saying. He said it's not very big over there.
Not at
Yeah,
all.
That's
So,
crazy.
dude, the kids out there are just literally out there having the best time ever.
Yeah.
No competition. Well,
That's-
you'll go up to them and be like, "Yeah, what's the score?"
Yeah.
They're like, "I don't know."
They're just there.
They're just there having a good time,
That's
enjoying
beautiful.
the game.
That's beautiful. I
So much fun.
I love it. Obviously, growing up, like, and you did the same, like growing up in like super competitive
Yeah.
sports and like winning meant everything. And it's like, it's so,
Yes.
it's kind of refreshing, especially doing this now and realizing like really like what you're doing is more influential than winning a ball game.
For sure.
And it's like super cool to like see kids just out there having fun.
Yep.
Like that's, and even when we do like our banana ball camps, it's like, they really don't know the score. They don't know what's going on.
Very similar vibes.
I love that.
Very similar.
I love
vibes.
that. So the impression's making its way over there.
Yes, it
That's
really
good.
is, dude. It was beautiful. It
Yeah.
really was going out there, like the land itself, the attitudes, and everything about it, bro.
Yeah.
Loved it so much.
And it's great. It's convincing me. I need maybe this offseason I'll make a trip out there.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Dude, have you ever watched cricket?
I have watched cricket.
What do you think about it?
It's interesting. I truly don't understand what's going on. Like it's very confusing. But I mean, there's some talented guys. Like
Very talented
yeah.
guys out there, but dude, so they were explaining it like it was the banana ball version of cricket.
Okay.
It's called Big Bash, where
Okay.
cricket supposedly can take 5 days. Okay.
Really?
But they created Big Bash where it takes 3 hours. So it was like their very shortened version
Right.
of cricket. Super exciting. They have different rules that I honestly can't really talk on because I
Right.
don't truly
You don't know 'em,
understand it.
yeah.
But from my understanding of cricket, it's a very offensive game. It's
Yeah.
hitting like the whole time. Like
Man.
that's the whole game. Who can hit better, pretty much.
Maybe I picked the wrong sport,
loved
man.
it,
Just
dude.
offense only. That'd be unbelievable.
That's pretty much what it
That's
was, bro.
awesome. That's
That-
awesome.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it a little
Yeah.
bit, so now I'm a little bit of a
I
fan
love
of cricket.
that. I've seen the flat bats, like they're
Yeah.
super flat, and it almost seems like a racquetball they're using, or like is that what it? Do you know what
It
it is?
feels more like a cue ball.
Oh, okay.
It's got one seam down
Oh God, is
it.
it hard like a cue ball?
Yeah, it feels
Oh, okay.
very similar to a cue
Oh,
ball.
wow.
It's more
Dangerous.
dense than a baseball, kind of like a cue ball, you
Ooh.
know. But they got one seam on it, and also, so there's like, I'm definitely gonna be wrong on this, but there's like I don't know, maybe 15-ish, 20-ish defenders out in the field. So-
Okay.
so it's a circle,
Mhm.
right? And the hitter can hit it literally anywhere. So
Right.
foul ball straight back in baseball can score you points.
Really?
It sounds so much
That's
better and
wild.
easier
Right.
to me. But honestly, I kind of forgot where I was going with this. But
I thi-
the cue ball.
The cue ball. That's it.
Each defender, so all of them can pitch.
Okay.
but like one pitch,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if whoever's pitching, they might be good at heaters. So they're throwing heaters the entire time.
Right.
They're just trying to blow it by you.
Right.
Then if they switch a guy, he might literally only throw curveballs. So that guy's really good at throwing curveballs.
Gotcha.
You know, so it's like they don't have an arsenal of pitches.
Yeah.
Each player has one pitch.
One pitch. That's crazy.
Yeah. So they just flip them all in and out.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I would maybe I gotta sit down and watch a game. I like during the off season, I was obviously super bored. Like I was like once the draft was over, you know, I would just come up here some days and be like, what can I do? Like I was like losing my
100
mind.
to 0.
Literally just like that.
Yeah.
So I got into like finding like these crazy games, like mostly baseball games on YouTube. And like probably my two favorite I found were like Mexican League Baseball.
Oh.
Those games look like a blast. Have you ever seen any of those games over there?
No, tell me why.
Dude, it looks like a party and a baseball game. Like everyone, there's nets all around because the fans are just crazy and like everything's going
Really?
wild. And I'm like, man, I need to go to Mexico. Like this looks right. And then I watched a lot of the I think Baseball United over in Dubai.
Uh-huh.
One of the players on the Bananas was playing over there.
I heard about that.
Yeah, Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Yeah, and they have like I said, I don't know the rules specifically, but they use this thing. It's called a golden ball.
Okay.
And once like that's in play, if there's runners on or, you know, you're up by yourself, I don't know how you get the golden ball,
Okay.
but you get double the runs. So I seen some guy hit a grand slam.
kind of
with
like
it.
Moneyball for a home run
they
derby.
They got
type.
8 runs off
Whoa.
a grand slam.
Oh.
Right. But the ball literally looks it's a banana ball unprinted with the banana ball logo. Like
It's gold?
It's yellow.
Oh.
It literally is like blue
Oh,
seams,
nice.
yellow ball. So I told Max, I seen him on there. I DM'd him like, yo, bring back one of these balls. I
Yeah,
got to
no,
see
for
what they
real.
look like. But I thought it was like crazy that like you see these other leagues doing like these different rules and stuff now.
Yeah.
But I was hooked. I was hooked. It was so
Yeah.
fun to watch, man.
They're spicing it up.
Oh yeah, there's like the Cano's like younger brothers out there,
Oh,
and then
that's so
Jerks
cool.
and Profar's younger brother, and I'm like,
They got some names out there, too.
oh yeah, like they knew what they were doing for sure. I think who is it that is one of the big time players? Like kind of is. I want to say, is it Didi Gregorius? That I think he's like an ownership in that league. That could be totally
I can
wrong
see it. He
too,
seems
yeah.
to still have some hands in the baseball world and stuff like that.
He's still playing a bunch. Like I see him overseas and doing
Is he
all this.
really?
Yeah, he's still playing. And there's a couple other guys that they would pop up, especially in the Mexican league. I'm like, oh man, that guy's still playing. Like that's crazy. I think
we
it's
gotta
Cano
get him out
on
here,
one.
dude.
Yeah, it's one, dude. That's one.
Is
well,
Cano still playing?
I think it's the last time I watched, he was playing. He
No
put on some
way.
weight, and then
I could see that.
I seen it was he played. It was his last game on American soil or U.S. soil or
Okay.
something like that, and there was a big standing ovation where he
that's
was.
cool.
But yeah, it's cool to see like those guys still playing. Like speaking of one guy that I think would be a great addition if he would come play, Joe Kelly.
Oh,
He just
yeah.
retired from the Dodgers.
Did he really?
Yeah, and you know his son's a huge Party Animals
Is he
fan.
really?
There's like I always get sent these photos of like his son waiting for him, or like his son like saying him in the stands. He's got the '99 Party Animals jersey
Dude.
on, and I'm like, just have him come throwing flames out here,
Bro.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
he doesn't have an Instagram, but I found he has a podcast. So I found the podcast one, and I shot. If you're listening, please check your DMs. And so I shot him a DM on there, and I was like, I don't know if you look at this or anyone, but like
You don't have an
anytime.
Instagram,
Don't have an
dude?
Instagram unless I mean, you know, I struggle on there, so I might not have been able to find it. But there, I looked up Joe Kelly multiple times, and there was just a podcast page. So
Dude.
you would think he would have one.
He's got to have something else, too. Obviously, I mean, you reached out on the podcast.
Yeah,
There's got to be another way. There's got to
Maybe
be
he's
an
a Facebook
email.
guy, dude.
There's a maybe
Maybe he's a
he's a
Facebook
Facebook guy.
guy.
But dude, I mean, that would be so sick.
it would be so cool.
Even if it's a celebrity appearance, just to give it a little taste and see
That's
what it's
it,
like.
man.
You know?
And just his personality alone would be so funny in the dugout. Just
Oh my
having him out
gosh.
there, dude. With
He's so
wearing
funny.
the glasses
Yes,
on there,
dude.
dude. So funny.
Oh my gosh, that's just too good though.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the LA? What's the closest? Vegas, probably.
Vegas is close.
You'd probably love that.
He would love that. I think Albuquerque's pretty close, I would say, over that
forgot
way.
we're going back to
yeah,
Albuquerque.
I love Albuquerque.
Do you?
I don't know why. It's one of my favorite places to
enjoy
go.
it. Trust
Yeah.
me. But like, I was like 3 times in a row. I was
Yeah.
like, that's the
It's-
first place we're going to
Yeah.
3 times in a row,
It's,
right?
Yeah, and we did the same last year when we first started our tour. That's when Bloomer hit the walk off and showdowns.
Yes.
Yeah, we played 3 games in Albuquerque, and then we went to Reno, I think, following that, and played 3 games too. But yeah, no, I like Albuquerque, and I know it's selfish, but BP there is the
Oh,
most fun.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It's so for the ones that don't know, the Albuquerque is a high elevation, and the ball just flies. Like batting practice, we're losing baseballs left and right.
Yep.
Especially this guy. you had some good. Scully had some good ones there.
Skull's going like dead center there,
Is-
which it's like diamond, but not diamond. Like it's deep to center, and then it like hooks back in with like a little U garden area.
And they got the little roller coaster thingy there and right. I don't know what it is, but it goes up and down.
Yeah, you're not gonna see me on that, whatever that is.
Those kind of scare me a little bit.
I hate roller coasters.
I'm not okay.
I hate them.
Heather's gonna say I'm afraid. I'm not scared of roller coasters. I'm afraid of the ones where like you got Busch Gardens. Was it Falcon's Fury? It brings you up and then it puts you down like this, so you're literally facing.
You're upside down.
Yeah, and you just drop like this. And I'm like, honey, like that ain't it for me. Like I'll do a normal roller coaster. I'm locked in. I'm safe. That ain't it.
We talked about this.
Yeah,
we this was SeaWorld.
This was
this
SeaWorld,
past
yeah.
year.
We were talking
because
me and you hung out.
Me and you hung out while everyone else went on the ride.
Yeah.
It was the movie Final Destination. I saw it with my best friend growing up, who was not a good influence. I don't know how old we were, but that literally scarred me.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never liked roller coasters since, especially fairs.
Yeah.
If it's a theme park like Universal or Six Flags, like that's okay.
Yeah, it's monitored.
There's a chance that I ride it. But fair rides, no shot. I've witnessed. Do you know what the zipper is?
Yep.
Where it's like you're in a cage, you go 360, but while you're doing a 360, you go around another 360.
Another one I won't go in.
Dude,
what are we doing?
I saw the worker fix one of the cages with duct tape,
Yeah.
dude. I am not getting on that.
That's like a real thing. Like that I so
How is that a real thing?
It's a real thing. Like that's like duct tape is used to fix so many things. It's so scary how often it's used and like to save our lives for a roller coaster ride. I'm like, nah, I'm okay on that.
You're not gonna see me on that ride, dude.
No.
Any of them.
If I'm going out, that ain't the way I'm going out.
I would rather blow all my money on those games that you will not win.
Yeah.
All the rigged games.
Oh, yeah.
I would rather blow all my money on that.
I watched something on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, I was so bored in the offseason that it showed like how fixed those games were and how specifically like you can't win them. And it was mind blowing. I was like, man, I've spent so much money at these things.
Just
and
robbing you.
Just robbing me, dude.
Just robbing
my hard earned money going.
And making you mad.
That's it.
Embarrassing you. Hitting the pride.
I'm like, man, I can't knock these pins down. I've been playing baseball my whole life.
Right.
Man.
And the radar gun
So
is like
upsetting.
so off.
It's so
and
frustrating.
then I can hit this hammer on the ding and hit it. No. You got to hit it perfect, supposedly. It's not about strength.
It's not about strength, man.
Dude.
They get you every time.
But yeah, my friend, he was not a good influence.
No.
That freaking movie. Final Destination, man, that scarred me.
Frightening.
I still have a lot of those scenes in my head, dude.
Oh, yeah. I can't get behind a truck on the interstate with the logs in it still. No, I won't do it.
No.
I won't do it.
No, I hate all semi trucks.
Yeah.
No shot.
They're so fried. I followed this page recently. And it's like I-4 something. It's like some certain road, and like these guys, like they just make stupid videos, and like every time they see like a good like strap job or like when they're like, that's a great strap job. They're just like giving them thumbs up, and they're like, what the, like they're so confused, and I'm like, that's good right there.
Dude,
Good.
people with content, man, it's pretty wild how we can literally create whatever, and honestly anything can work if you just film it right and edit it right.
Anything, even if like and it's so funny because I feel like some of the most organic, like non-edited stuff blows up like crazy, and then they have a whole, then that's their whole spiel, like that's their whole thing.
Mad.
It's dude, join the club. I'm like, it's
Dude,
great.
like I could literally take a photo of myself, post it, write whatever words I want on there, and it blows up, and then I'll put in a whole vlog cinema, pay someone to edit it with my own money, and then not do as good.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind.
It's the grind. It's the part. It's social media, man. You never know what's gonna hit, what's not gonna hit. But you've been doing it a long time, man, and you've grown so much. So it's like you've built from the ground up, which is great.
I feel like I've grown because I've put so much out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like every once in a while, a video will blow up, and it's like cool.
Yep.
But like I just do my best on just pumping content out there. But then some guys, like KJ, for example, he only however many videos, not a lot, and he's blown up.
That's it. It's sometimes too. It's like catching that wind too.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
true too.
being with a brand like the Bananas is great. Like I remember when Bridgie got the huge thing. I remember he was at, I think it was like 150,000 followers with no TikTok posts.
Zero.
And it was like, I was like, it's mind blowing.
That's so
I'm
cool.
grinding. I think I was at like 22,000 at that point. I'm just posting. I'm like, come on, man, I need to get up there. But
I forgot that he had zero videos and had like
Zero.
6-figure followers.
It was crazy. And then he didn't post for a little while, and he's still not the biggest poster, but he's a popular cat.
So he was getting in trouble.
He was,
like they were literally the higher ups were saying, dude, you need to post.
Yeah.
And he finally did
Dude,
because like peer pressure and
that's the
like that's
thing.
his bosses.
He's
but-
a stud too. Like I love Noah. I'm like, dude, like you just put anything out there, you'll be fine. Like, and but he, how bridge he is, man.
Yeah.
He does his own thing, and he's, I love him to death, man. And
he's a good guy. He's
He
good
is.
people for sure.
He is.
But yeah, he likes the social media, but he doesn't like it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like he don't want to do it every day.
it's that
type.
battle, man. It's that battle. I know it's tough because he's a younger guy. And I feel like for the older ones, like my generation, like growing up, like I mean, I had a flip phone in high school, so like we didn't have like anything, and like I was also like all my baseball coaches was like, hey man, like make sure nothing personal is on social
Yeah.
media. Like don't do a lot of things, like especially with recruiting, you don't want to. But now it's like the more you post, that's the key
The
to
better.
recruiting. Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
It's wild.
Dude, also, which you should be in the same boat in this, like high school baseball was the way to get recruited.
it was.
And now it's travel ball. Like
Travel.
it's completely flipped.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
I started seeing it my last because I coached 7 years at the high school I was coaching at before I did this, and then the last 3 years I noticed like kids weren't really coming to school or doing their work. They weren't caring about grades because they were just gonna play travel ball and get recruited from there. And I respect it. I mean, ideally, the high school I was at, we're not getting a lot of people coming to watch you, like but like also like networking and stuff, but. You still like can't get into college with under a 2.0 GPA as
Yeah.
far as I know right now. So like that was what blew my mind. It's like these parents are promoting them like playing every day, playing every weekend. But if you can't get into college, like
There's no point.
hopefully you go pro, but like that's a pretty tough battle to have,
Yeah.
like it's so I felt bad like towards my last few years. I'm like, you seeing these kids so talented and they're getting the plane in, but once they graduate, like there's gonna be nowhere for them to go.
For sure. And dude, they actually just came out with literally the day before I came back up here this year. The high school coach at my high school said that there is a new law that has passed where kids can take virtual
Okay.
online school, and then go play sports at whatever school they want.
Yeah, it's us. So in my county, it was FLVS was like the Florida
Yeah.
virtual school, and then you can school choice, which wasn't
Yeah.
a thing when I was playing.
Yeah.
Because I actually went to my freshman year, I went to a school out of district, which was the school I ended up coaching later in life. And then we were not very good. So I switched back to the school in my district that was good. And it even going from out of district to in district was difficult. Like now you can have your way with it, like whichever way you want to go. Like
Dude, it's
whatever school-
crazy.
it's
Like
wild.
he was talking like the private schools have they can recruit now pretty much. Like you say, hey, go take school online,
Right.
and then you can come play with us.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me.
Dude,
It's like it's NIL for
Yeah.
high school.
That's basically what it is. I mean, just being able to recruit as a high school coach alone blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like the Jesuits, a big school in Tampa, and like you can recruit there. That coach makes crazy money. Like, and
bet.
that's his job. But he just coaches baseball, and
Yeah.
it's like but also if you do bad, you're done that year. Like
Right,
it's
for
pretty
sure.
high stakes to be a coach there. But
true too.
it's just sad to see. Like, I think it's super influential for a kid to, go through the schooling and go through the high school baseball experience, and that's part of like the building culture into it. And it's also a good lead way. Travel ball is great, but like depends who's your coach and like
Right.
trying to build you up for that college level or that pro level. And just like college versus pro is so entirely different.
Completely different.
And I feel like they are giving kids more of that pro feeling, and then when they get to college, they're like, "Oh man, this is so hard. This is too difficult," because like
That's true.
it's all we went through in high school.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, maybe that's it.
The pro way is very like when they say professional, it's like, okay, well, you're kind of on your own. You
Yep.
need to get in what you need to do to be ready.
Yep.
And like if you're working on something, you're kind of not on your own, but like you got to figure it out for the
Yeah.
most part. You got to go up to your coach and say, hey, I want to work on this.
Right.
College, like they're always on your hip. It's very structured. It's like, all right, this is cage time. This is
Yeah.
where like coaches are watching you.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, you're so
You can't
right.
mess around.
You're so
There's
right.
there if you might have 2 coaches in your high school team and you got 5 and
Yeah.
6 when you get to college.
Yeah.
But I guess speaking on the same baseball terms, like obviously, how are you feeling? You obviously had a surgery in the off season.
Yep.
How's that? How's you feeling?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm really liking the choice right now. So my decisions were to push through it.
Okay.
And then just obviously that's pushing through it,
Right.
accept the pain, like try and get through another year, and then like try to do surgery next off season.
Right.
Because this did kind of come out of nowhere. My arm was hurting for probably the whole back half of the season. Not hurting, but
Right.
like once I got past 90 feet and starting to get some air under it, that's when I started to feel it.
Feeling issues.
So obviously me and Casey we're on it. We're doing the strength and the bands and everything along those lines. Even the doctor was like, I'm assuming it's like a little slap tear.
right.
But yeah, went in to get an MRI just to be sure,
Mhm.
and it turned out it was a cartilage tear. And I might mess up a lot of
Right.
medical
The
terms
verbiage.
and verbiage and stuff like that. But yeah, so every time I would go back to throw, I can't physically do it now.
Right.
Every time I'd go back to throw, and right before the acceleration, a bone or something was like peeling up a piece of cartilage,
Okay.
and that was the pain.
Oh, okay.
And
So it was rubbing.
Not even.
No?
It was literally a tear, but like a flap of cartilage kept coming
Oh,
up every
God.
time I'd go back to throw.
That sounds awful.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah, I bet.
Um,
Because you told me like there were some times where you would tell me like you're a little sore, but like
Right.
I never knew you were going through
That's
like
what it
any-
was,
Yeah, that's the
though.
thing. Yeah, it's like soreness.
It
you
felt
know?
like soreness.
Yeah.
And so one option was pushed through. That was kind of the gist of what was going on in my arm.
Right.
And that's what the MRI told us, was that there was a flap of cartilage torn, like kind of flapping around
Right.
in there. And option number 2 was whatever shot. I don't know the word for it.
cortisone, was it?
I don't even think it was
Okay.
cortisone. Something else shot and that was like a 50-50 shot of working,
Mhm.
and I wouldn't be able to tell within like 2 months
Okay.
or something like that.
Was it stem cell? Is that a
Maybe.
thing? Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
But that was like a risk also, because I was
Yeah.
like, okay, if it works, it works, but 50% chance it doesn't work.
You're
and then
back in the same
then I'm
spot.
back in the same spot.
Same thing.
And then option 3 was obviously to get the surgery done as soon as possible. Ended up getting it done like November 13th, which I wanted it earlier, but it was kind of just caught us off guard once
Right.
again. So if I did an MRI a month earlier, probably would have been done a month earlier. But yep. But recovery wise, we're doing good. The
Good.
first 2 months I was supposed to be in a sling, which I was for the most part.
In case listening, he was.
I was. And then I had rehab starting the next day after
Yeah.
surgery though. So they ripped the bandage off, and
Right to
dude,
it.
have you ever had a nerve block done? Have you had surgery?
No, I've never. Knock on wood.
That was my
no,
first surgery.
no.
And
But I
they
mean, I
did-
guess like when they pull a tooth, they'll nerve block. But I think that's
Yeah.
way different.
Well,
yeah.
they did I don't remember when they did
Right.
it, because the drugs knocked me out real quick. But they did a nerve block. Going into it, I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
will control my arm. They tell me not to move it. I won't move it. Dude,
Right.
I'll do my best. But the nerve block, I literally had no control
Yeah.
of my arm
You
at
just-
all.
yeah,
Like
that-
it
yeah,
was
you-
gone. It was gone. The first 24 hours, the only thing I could do was like a little finger twitch.
Really?
Dude,
Was
blew
it
my
like
mind.
flapping over, or was it you just couldn't?
If it
really-
wasn't in the
yeah.
sling, it literally would have been
That's great.
dangled.
It's like when you sleep on your arm for too
Literally,
long.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like way worse. Like I literally couldn't move it, bro. It was crazy. So the first good bit of time, I don't really know a time frame, but like a good bit of time, I
Yeah.
couldn't even do anything with the arm. The whole
Really?
goal was like, all right, try to move it up.
Yeah.
You know, like trying to work through the nerve
And then I'm
block.
sure it's scary too. You're like,
Oh, big
no,
time
yeah,
scary. Well,
yeah.
now I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want any. This is a loose cannon. I don't know what this is going to do if I let loose. But we're doing good, though.
Good.
I mean, we're in a good spot. The doctor said, well, I'm not going to. Okay. It's
Yeah.
not up to me.
Not up
but
to
he
you.
said there's a
Yeah,
chance.
chance is always good.
Chance I could be ready to hit game 1, but obviously that's up to y'all too.
Right.
Also, can I tell you something?
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
I've kind of told you.
Oh.
I have the longest starting streak in banana ball. Right
Do you
now.
really?
The longest starting streak. I've played it
Really?
I've started every
Every-
single game since 2022.
So that'd be just like so mean of me not to just. start
I'm
you that-
curious. I've been meaning to talk to you about this. I'm curious if like you could throw me in and then take me out.
Right. Or well, it probably just throw you in.
Well, just
Yeah, you
in
know,
case I'm not ready.
Yeah,
And I
get
don't
an
wanna-
AB, start it, and then to keep the streak going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because realistically, week 1 is only one game.
Yeah.
You know, if you just throw me in
That's
and
it.
take me out, that's
That's it.
technically a start.
We only got one in tally, huh?
Yeah.
How strange.
Friday.
Yeah, and then I think we're gonna be at that one Saturday too. Just kind of.
Yeah, we'll be
you know,
there.
Yeah, we'll be there. Not sure what we're doing, but yeah, that's
we're
only
probably
one.
gonna be running around.
No, you ain't lying. Yeah. I know. I was like, I was wondering if we were gonna stay, we are gonna go, but I
Yeah.
mean, it only makes sense for us to stay.
Yeah.
I mean,
we
we'll have some fun out there
yeah. Mm-hmm.
in the football stadium too.
But yeah, I'm trying to keep my
Yeah.
streak
No,
going.
I don't
my
blame you.
boy.
I remember when Baber, he was pushing one of the streaks or something like that.
It was that streak.
It was that
a
streak, right?
year ago.
Yeah, and I remember it was like I'm always writing my lineup on random shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up making just a fake one without his name in it. And then and I remember he seen it and he was but he knew because he knew I wasn't gonna, but like I was trying so hard to just get him to
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do it. But no, that's crazy.
He
I mean,
definitely had a little bit of belief.
Yeah.
that he
Oh,
wasn't.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something too, like getting into the league now and getting into like obviously like how many bodies we have, like
Mhm.
that might be something that you don't see anymore.
Nope.
Like having a streak like that.
No,
you know,
no.
especially on our end, because I feel like we've always been shorter in numbers with bodies and with the guys on the squad. It's like we've been lucky enough you guys been able to start so much. So like,
Yeah,
but I
no,
feel
for
like
real.
other teams like that's probably you're not going to see that ever.
I
you know?
totally agree.
Yeah.
But it went Baber to Reese, and then Reese missed in Tennessee
That's
for
right.
his wedding,
His wedding.
and then it went over to me.
What a wild experience that
Yeah.
Tennessee game was. It was
We didn't have what 3 or 4 of our dogs.
yeah.
Bloomer,
Bloomer,
Reese,
yeah.
Skull.
I think Jacobo started third, and then Mark DH'd.
Mark. Yep.
I DH'd
Mhm.
or EH'd, and then
Yeah, Mondo in center.
Mondo in center.
Fisher in left.
Yep.
And obviously this is Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Not not
Not-
the
yeah.
Sounds baseball.
Right.
This is a football field, so
Yeah.
a wild experience.
Crazy, and we won. We
And
pulled
we
it off,
freaking
dude.
pulled
we
it
pulled it
off.
off, man. It was
So
exciting.
cool with all their jerseys hanging up.
Yeah.
And then our winners anthem. Put their jerseys on the mound. That really was so sick.
After the game, one of my buddies who was in the stands, I seen him afterwards, and he's like, oh man, what happened to your guys? Like, I seen the jerseys hanging up, and I was like, oh man, I was like, no, no, they're
not
good.
like that, not
I'm
like
like, they're good. They're at a wedding. I'm like,
Yeah.
everyone's good. I'm like, he's like, you guys shouldn't do that. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
true.
I'm like, no, I'm like, it wasn't that bad, but I thought that was one of, and we're going back this year. We played at the Sound Stadium.
Yeah, we're at the Sound Stadium.
I
Dude,
love that
didn't even
place.
think about it. Like
Yeah,
that.
dude, that's crazy.
Hilarious.
Dude, he was freaking out. Like he was like super, like, man, 3 guys, and I'm like, I'm like, no, everything's fine. They're good. They're having the time of their life
Oh.
right now. So we scared that poor guy. We probably scared a bunch of other people.
I was about to
too.
say, there's got to be way more people that thought that they were gone.
That was probably one of my favorite. It might have been from there. One of the football stadiums. One of my favorite TikToks was the Bananas fan, the little boy crying. Do you remember that video?
Yes.
And that was he was.
That was in Tennessee. I think it was
that's what
that
I was
game.
thinking. We were doing our dance on the field. It pans over to him, and he's just bawling in his banana stuff. But
He'll grow up one day.
yeah, he'll figure it
He'll
out,
grow
dude.
up
That's
one
so
day.
funny. But what's one place, repeat or not, that you're excited to go to this year?
Honestly, bro, the whole northwest side
Yeah.
of the country. So like Eugene, Oregon, Billings, Montana.
I'm excited for Montana.
What is it Tupelo, Washington? What is the Washington
That's,
one?
that's probably the best way you could.
Is it
but
something
yeah,
like that?
I wouldn't know how to say it. Yeah,
Dude, so excited to see that part of the country.
I'm super excited.
The last couple years with honestly, bro, going into this, I didn't think I was gonna want to travel.
No,
But since we like have had to do it
Yeah.
and like had the opportunity to do it, like I've fallen in love with traveling.
yeah,
And like that part of the country I know is so nature like
Mhm.
and just I want to see it so bad.
oh yeah. I mean, those are just all beautiful areas, and like,
Yeah.
and same with me. When I started, like, always wanted to travel,
Mhm.
not to this extent, but
Yeah.
I never was like. And then once I started doing it, I'm like, I don't see myself not ever traveling now. Like, I feel like
Agreed.
I want to do something all the time and check out locations.
Mhm.
Heather did a site visit in Boise
Mhm.
at the football stadium we're going to,
Yeah, yeah.
and she said it's beautiful.
I bet.
She's like, I can't. Like, she was nervous. She's like, I don't know what Idaho's got, and like it.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous
Dude.
out there. So I'm
And
super.
that's
excited.
another one, too.
Yeah, that's gonna be the Blue Field.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna be
crazy.
wild. It's gonna
That's
be wild. And
bro.
it's a headliner for us too.
Is it?
Yeah,
Heck
it's a headliner
yeah,
for us, which
dude.
is huge. Yeah, so that's a exciting one, man.
Is Oregon a headliner or is that the Bananas headlining? I want to say it's
don't know.
Bananas.
I'd have to look. It's so funny. I've stared at, like, at least every day someone's asked me, so I've looked at that schedule, and I still can't retain anything but like
Yeah.
the first 2 dates. Like I'm just like,
That's how I
don't-
work
yeah,
too, dude.
It's terrible.
I know the spots that I want to see, and then I got only the first couple games
That's
going
it.
first.
That's it. But no, I'm excited, man. And like, I think the smaller venues, and I was talking to Bill about it last podcast, like the smaller venues are so much fun for us because I feel like we can spend so much more time and like so much more fan interaction. You don't feel overwhelmed,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it's going to be cool, like to see what it's like playing in front of, in Billings, Montana, 3,000 people. Like
Yeah.
that's so cool. You know?
It's dude. It could be 10 people. It could be 100,000 people. Like it's two completely different vibes, but each one has pros and cons
Yep.
for sure.
Absolutely.
100,000, you're like, okay, this is unreal.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't even look real, but it's like, I really hope they enjoy at
Yeah.
the very top. Like I hope they have a good time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
are they realistically? Who knows?
Mhm.
But it's hard to reach them. But then the 3,000 one, it's like, okay, yeah, it's only 3,000. It's not 100,000.
Right.
But you get to impact like every single person, which
Absolutely.
is so cool.
Absolutely. And like that's something I think at those smaller stadiums where like we can almost get to everyone.
Everyone, dude.
Like we can make our way. We can literally at least meet and greet everyone there.
For real.
Now the Superdome, probably not, you know.
Exactly.
But
It's
that's
pros and cons.
It's pros and cons,
Yeah.
dude. But that's still going to the Superdome blows my mind. Like that's gonna be, and I've never been to New Orleans, so New Orleans, right? Is that
I was there,
is that-
dude. Yeah.
yeah.
I went there one time. It was Virginia Tech. we went and played Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns.
That's right.
And it ended up being Mardi Gras weekend. Dude, we weren't allowed to do anything.
Oh,
so
that's terrible.
I've been there, but I haven't experienced.
Haven't got to
it.
experience. I think Ballard played there, right? He
Did he?
I want to say I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I feel like he did
Mike?
play there. Yeah,
Maybe.
he might have. I gotta ask him. I know he played in Louisiana.
The only thing I really know is that he played with Chase.
he played with Chase. Yeah, he went to Eckerd. Yeah, a good old.
That's all I
Eckerd.
really truly know.
We got 3 of us here now. Fire me up, man.
Dang right,
It's so funny. But yeah, no, I'm excited. We got some good additions to the squad, man. He's a good kid. And Bobo's been fun, man. He's you hear his rap.
Bo.
You hear his
I
rap.
have not, no.
It's good, man.
Is it?
It's good. It's really good. I'm fired up for it.
All right.
Yeah, it's
All
sick.
right.
He said to me, and like I was driving, I played in the car, and I was like, man, this sounds great.
Heck yeah,
I was
dude.
like, I'm not even trying to pump your tires, man. I'm like, this is good. He's like, thanks, man. I appreciate
what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I'm excited, man. He's been everyone's dove in this year, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's super cool.
Well, even TJ's shown that he's got what it takes. In Milwaukee, what was that, 2 years ago now?
Oh yeah.
He's got what it takes, and he's super excited. You can
Kid
tell.
swings it.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen him hit BP, man?
I
He
did.
hits the crap out of it. And I mean, it's so funny because he knows the vibes, and like I mean, not a lot of us are different from when he was coming and hanging out with us, and so it's like it's so funny. Everyone just fit right in, man. Everyone's just feeling nice and smooth, but no, man, spring training's been fun. It's been a little different for you, I'm sure. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little
dude,
bit.
I mean, yeah, dude, because I've been a part of every single practice. I've
Right.
done every single drill, and now it's like, okay, well, as soon as we get here, I got to go to the training room.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing their own thing. I'm on my own schedule
You're
right
on
now.
FOMO, just missing out on
Big
everything.
time
Yeah,
FOMO.
I
Well,
hate
dude, I
that.
don't know if you saw me, but everyone was hitting the cage. I'm just out there stretching
Just
and walking,
yeah.
stretching on the concrete, like doing my PT.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I wanted to be there.
You want to be
hear some
there? I
barrels.
know. I'm the same way, man. I feel the same way. If I have to like show up a little bit late or like, like I'm just like, man, what am I missing right now? What's going on? Like, I know I'm missing something, but it's
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got a question.
okay.
Can you take me through draft day? Because
Oh, man.
obviously all the players were at home,
Right.
and we were just watching. Like we literally podcast after party. This was like we literally had no idea if we had jobs or not.
Yeah.
Pretty much, like that was so real for each and every one of us.
Right.
But Vava's approach, he was in the war room with Sim and Ant, and was Troy there too?
No, Troy wasn't there.
The Sim and
Yeah.
Ant, like I want to hear like the vibes of how it all went down. Like
You know-
you were going to war for everyone.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was, and it was so funny. I told everyone, I was like, I got the day I had to get married, I had to put my franchise picks in.
Crazy.
And I was just sweating. And everyone's like, oh, man, like you freaking out. Like it was like on the day of the wedding. And I'm like, no. I said, I'm more nervous about November 15th than anything right now. Just because like the last thing I could imagine was any of my guys going without a job. Like that would kill me just because like I think everyone's super deserving of what they've got here, of what they've, built here. So it's like my goal was, if I knew off the rip that Becerra was not going to be able to keep him. And I'm, selfishly, I wanted to, but knowing in his ability and his talent, I'm like, he's going to be great somewhere else. And
sure.
like, if he plays every day, he's going to be a household name. Like he's got that type of talent. And I told Sal on the phone when he called me, I was like, you know what? Like, you kind of screwed yourself when Chase got injured because you showed how good you are.
Yeah.
Like that. He covered so much ground that infield. He filled a spot where, Chase is such a leader and such a good ball player where, we really didn't miss a beat when he was in there, and I was like, you kind of screwed yourself because like now people see your worth. So going into it, I knew they were going to be tough ones, but and I brought my ideas to Sim and Ant, and they were like, hell yeah. They're like, let's get our boys back. Let's do it right. And I was like, don't fix what's not broken. Like,
it's a championship team.
Championship team, and I knew like TJ and Ballard were both on my list to pick up, but I didn't think I would get to them. Like, I didn't think I'd have the ability to. So yeah, no day, I go with, first 3 picks, all back to back, all party animals, 3 in a row.
Yep.
And I see Jesse going up to the war room, and I'm like, oh no. Like, I'm just nervous. Like, I don't know.
Like going up to you?
So
goodness.
like waiting for me up there. And I'm
yeah.
like, oh man, okay. I'm like, let's see when he comes up to me next. He's like, I see you're gonna go Tellier next. Is that what you're doing? And I was like, yes, sir. And he's like, great, keep doing what you're doing. And fist bumps me. And I'm like, okay, we're running this, right? So
Nice.
I was like, that was the goal, is to get those guys. And I think I approached it really well because, I got the guys that I knew were gonna go, but I got them super early and sort of solidified that. I was able to, day 2, pick up TJ and Ballard, which blew my mind because I was like, there's no way I get them. Got to get Porter back.
Nice.
Porter just felt right getting Porter back.
Closed
but
it out.
it was once once I got to the second day, I felt much better. The first night I was super stressed because I just wanted it to go well. And I knew all first 5 of those picks were really relying on me,
Right.
you know, and like I mean, just being able to not being able to pick some guys for franchise spots, like was eating me up inside, you know, and like having to call people and explain why they weren't franchising on my honeymoon. Like, you know, and like, it's like those things where it's like, you don't think about it, you know? And I'm just like, man, it was so stressful. But once like that 11th pick was made and everything was done, I was like, we did it. Like that went better than I anticipated. Like it blew my mind. But I was just thankful to get all the boys back, and you know, no party animal went unemployed. No, you know, they all got jobs. You know, Benny, Jacobo, for Sarah. I was just proud to see like what we did and like how it all went. But it was stressful. Oh man,
I was so happy. Like that was like I'm so happy I'm not a coach or a manager. Like I'm so glad I didn't have to.
It was
that.
tough. And I'm thankful for Sim and Ant too, not being like, you know, that they understand it, you know, and that's why they're here. They get the culture, they get the vibes. They're like, hell yeah, like let's rip it, let's do what we got to do. And no, man, it was stressful, but we pulled it off and we got it done, man. It was cold, and you know how I am in the cold. That
I was
night,
just about
man.
to ask that.
I was shivering up there, and Barry brought a space heater, and like it was like kicking on and off.
Were y'all the
like,
only ones outside?
Yeah, we're the only ones outside.
course,
And
naturally.
of course. But I got the fur on, man.
Throw the animals outside,
Throw them
man.
outside,
Throw 'em
man.
outside.
It's so funny. But it was cool, man. We got pizza up there, and they took care of us. And I don't know if you've seen the draft board that Sim made. Did you?
I want to say I saw a photo. I think you took a photo, didn't you?
Yeah,
I
it
think you
was
showed me.
he made it in like a couple hours. It was the prettiest thing. It was everyone in the draft,
Uh-huh.
like taped off like rows of draft, like everyone laminated names where
loves
we
that
can
stuff, doesn't he?
dude,
He
he's
loves that.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. And like we were so organized and we had it set, but it went great. And you know, I'm just hoping, you know, next year the drafts get to keep a little more guys in the franchise, and
So it sounds like.
that's what it sounds like.
I don't know if the
you
world knows about that yet.
that's
do
what,
they?
you know, we'll see. But you know, it's,
Yeah.
you know, less rounds would be a lot less stressful on me. But no, man, I'm just glad it went the way it did, and I think the squad's perfect the way we got it right now.
For
and
sure.
I'm
And
looking
the
forward-
squad's very thankful too and grateful for that.
You know, I appreciate that too.
We
and-
thought it was awesome. I mean,
Good.
I should have known. Like, I was watching it, and also that draft day was day of surgery for me.
That's right.
So I was
Yeah.
loopy.
And I felt terrible because I didn't even call you. Like Casey called me. He's like, "Hey, Tanner's going for surgery."
Oh, dude, don't worry.
But
dude.
that's the stuff that eats at me, though. I think
No,
about it
don't worry
nonstop.
about
And I
that.
called you the next day.
Dude, you're about to go to war.
I know, but I'm just like, but still, like, I'm like, my boy is getting
Dude,
surgery.
no,
Let me
you're-
I gotta make sure he's alive. You know,
Totally
Yeah,
fine,
okay.
bro. Totally fine.
but that's
I-
the stuff I stress about. You
I
know,
remember
was like,
being in like I bought like a really cool reading chair.
Yeah.
Super cool. Super on
I
Amazon.
love
about
that.
$50, whatever.
So
So I'm
worth
just
it.
like loopy in a sling in that little reading chair watching, and I don't know why.
Right.
But like it took me so long to realize what you were doing.
right.
I was
Yeah.
like, he's getting everyone back.
Get everyone back.
And I was like, oh, it makes me so happy.
It was
You know? Just drugged up.
You're just like
in a sleep.
Go, Papa. Just
I was, dude, for real.
Which I wish they had video of it. I don't know if we do, but it was so funny. Like the night before, we did like a dress rehearsal of the draft, and we just like no one's picking who they are going to pick the day of because no one wants to know. So we're picking.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, so we're just picking all randoms, and like I remember, like I think Fluke was 3rd round for the bananas or something like that. Like just being like it was like all for fun, and it was just so funny seeing Fluke like doing his belly stuff and like with the shirt around like the bananas logo next to him. I'm like that would be the worst possible banana like to throw in that group right
That
there.
is hilarious.
It was so funny.
So, dude, I don't think. I mean, I guess some people probably know, but like that draft was real.
It was real life.
That thing, like you guys practiced the day before, and
Yeah.
obviously you don't want to tell what you were picking.
No.
Like that makes that's crazy.
We did quite a few mock. Yeah, dude, we did quite a few mock drafts like during the tryouts, after the tryouts, but you know a lot of it's not going to line up, and everything changes too. You know, and it was a little different. Like my needs, like everyone knew my needs right off the rip, like because it's it was what I was looking for, and you know I also made it very transparent that like if you lay off my guys, I'll lay off your guys. Like I was just straight up with everyone, you know, and
I had to beat you.
yeah, you know that's it. But no, where was I going with that?
How no one really knew what was going on.
Yeah, no one really.
Yeah.
So, and even at ABCA the 2 weekends ago, like they were like, we watched that draft, man. It's crazy. Like, how long did it take you guys to like prep it? Like, you know, was that really real? I was like, no, that was real life. Like, those were picks on the spot. No one knew what they were doing, and it was stressful. But I prefer it that way because I think if we were to do preset something and you knew, like first of all, the excitement wouldn't be there.
Oh,
Also,
for
if
sure.
something went
You're
wrong,
acting.
you're gonna read it on me. Like
Right.
you can read it on me. Like
Right.
so, I was glad it went the way it did. But
Mm-hmm.
but no, man, I'm just glad it's over with now, and glad we're back to spring
sure.
training. And yeah, it
It
was
was a huge relief, I'm sure,
oh
when
man,
you were done.
oh man, it was just a lot of stress, a lot of like thought into it too, because like I just. I didn't know. I knew what I wanted to do, but I just didn't know how everyone else was gonna
Right.
look at it. But it went great, and honestly, as long as my team's happy and my coaching staff and everyone else is happy, that's all that really matters.
Dang
So
right.
that's the key. But yeah, so we'll kick it off here soon. And was it 26th we play first in Tallahassee?
27th, I
27th.
believe.
Yeah,
actually.
that's a close one for you, right?
right?
How
For
far is-
hometown?
Yeah, how far is Jacksonville from that?
Jacksonville to Tally is about 2.5, about the
Not
same from
terrible.
here. I'm
Okay.
literally 2.5 from here too.
Oh, that's right. So that's
and
not
Tally,
terrible.
I mean, that's where I played JUCO.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm
kinda
saying. It's like
scared
a
to go
home.
back there.
Did you have pie when JUCO ball? That's so funny.
Yep, I had
That's
Paco.
small world. I
Well,
love
dude,
it.
me, Dearman, well, I guess Trey isn't here anymore, but Trey Paluski, who was the
Yeah.
visitors assistant coach. I feel like there's more. Nolan was there.
Nolan, yep.
Um,
I feel like
Yeah.
there was more.
I feel like
Definitely.
there was more
Yeah.
too at some
Yeah.
point. There's definitely been a handful of TCC
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Pi loves his TCC.
A lot. I mean, a
guys.
lot of Florida guys. A
Yeah,
lot of
that's
Florida
true.
JUCO guys too, which is super
Represent it, baby.
cool. Oh yeah, gotta love it, man. I
Yeah,
love it.
That's where I got partied out, man.
That's
JUCO.
it. That's it. I'll
JUCO
tell you what,
Tallahassee.
JUCO was a wild time, man. And we never got to play Tallahassee.
Mhm.
I was at Pasco Hernando, but
Yep.
I mean, JUCO. There's rules, but there's no rules. It's one of those,
Correct.
it's a wild time. It's
Yeah, no, for real. I
Yeah.
feel like I ended up playing Pasco.
yeah. You guys definitely
yeah.
did because you were what year did you leave?
Leave TCC.
Yeah,
2018.
18. Oh yeah. So I think they started playing them because Fluke played at Pasco too, and they
Yeah.
started playing like I think it was like 14 or 15, maybe yeah
Mm-hmm.
15. So they started playing TC.
Yep.
TC was it TCC?
Now it's TSC.
TSC,
now.
yeah. I was PHCC back in the day, and now it's
Whoa.
PHSC. Like, there's no more
Oh.
community colleges. I think
Yeah,
it's
I guess
the state colleges.
they started. I guess like it got too expensive for
Yeah.
a lot of people, so they started doing 4-year degrees at JUCO.
Mhm.
So whenever that happens, you become a state college, not a community college.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Well, I wish they did that when it would have been nice to get
Right.
a degree at
Right.
the local place. Them traveling so much, but
Yeah.
dude, I want to thank you so much for coming on. This has been a blast, and just thank you. I appreciate you, man.
No problem, dude. Thank you for
big dog.
having me. We're gonna have to run it back at some point, though.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. I feel like me and you can go on for hours.
Oh, we really can.
So,
we really can.
but now, man, I appreciate you, and yeah, this has been a blast. Thank you for tuning in, guys.